Hi, this is Patrick from Inaxsys Security. Today we're going to be talking about the Plex power supplies that are ULC approved to be used with maglocks. All right, these power supplies are designed and built in Canada for Inaxsys. We distribute them through distributors. So let's go through the specs of the machines. In here we have one box, comes with 3 different power supply size, 2 amps, 4 amps, and 6 amps. So they're basically the same. All of them come pre-assembled usually. So I'm going to go through each boards to explain to you what they do. So this board comes with a 4 output connected to the power supply. It gives you 4 outputs, 2 amps each, limited to 2.5. Once it goes into alarm, if you go over 2.5 amp, the board's going to go into alarm. The port itself is going to be turned off. There's an LED here that's going to be turned off. Once that turns off, it tells you which port is overloading. And when that's done, this relay here is triggered to tell your access control system that there's an error. Now to the 8 output straight board that usually goes around here. Same thing. It gets connected from here to the power supply. It gives you 8 different output, 8 separated outputs, 2 amps each with a maximum of 2.5. At 2.5, it's going to go into alarm and the light will turn off to tell you which port is defective or has something defective connected to it. And will trigger this relay here, which you can use into your access control system. Okay, the MOM board has a little specific feature to it. It's actually used for higher security purposes where you need a maglock to lock the door, to maintain the door locked. But in case of fire, you still want to have the door locked mechanically. So you would put a door strike on the door set up as fail-safe. So when there's no power going to the door strike, it's unlocked. With this board, you can manage that door strike on fire. So basically, when you put fire protection here, so on the normal operation, your maglock would be connected on this head with the negative here, so it would power your maglock. In case of fire, this side would release, but then this side here would engage. So the door strike that was so the door strike that was fail-safe would now be locked with the power from the board. Then we have the Plex ACM boards. 2 flavors, 4 outputs or 8 outputs. I'll explain on the 4 outputs, but it's the same for the 8 outputs. So basically, you have your voltage coming in, you have the fire input also, the reset key switch, and gives you 4 or 8 relays, as well as a common. So from your access control system, you use the output to trigger the input of this board, which will trigger the output directly for you. So there's no high voltage going to the access control system. So you won't break the relay on your control panel. Again, each output is limited to 2 amps and has a maximum of 2.4 amps with the LED indicating there's an error and the relay for the error. So we can link those 2 boards together, or 8 output and 8 output, or 4 output and 4 output in case of fire. So in case of fire, we bring the fire here, right? And there's a relay that connects to the second board saying that this one is an alarm, so put this one in alarm also. When it's an alarm, the relay that has a maglock, the power going to the maglock will release, so unlocking the maglock. And this is all controlled from this switch here. So if your switch is off, it means the maglock is going to release. If it's on, it's not going to release. So if you put a door strike, you put it at on. If it's a maglock, you put it at off. So your doors with door strike will keep working. In conclusion, we can use these mainly for access control when you use maglocks, or not. If you only use door strikes, that's good also, because some doors you may want them to release on fire or something. So that's a good use for that. You can also use it for alarm if you want, with just the little output boards, or for cameras, same thing, with the little output boards, it'll work. These are available pre-built. So I'm showing you here an empty box with nothing in it, but usually they come pre-built with either the 4 outputs, the 8 outputs, the MOM8 board, and the REM boards pre-assembled, so you don't have to do any wiring. It's all connected into it. All you need to do is connect your door strikes to it or your maglocks, and you're all done. They're available at Inaxsys. If you have more questions, contact your sales rep or go to inaxsys.com for more details.